Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Steelers very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly. And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. They'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
They go play action here on first down. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Travis Etienne with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field.
And a loose football.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Ravens had 10-3 on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Second and 6. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Harris not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football. And there he goes, left side. Mark Andrews. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They'll try and run this one right up the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They run it.
Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Jackson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. Down right around the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
But he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call into question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Second and 2.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The Ravens send their punter out now.
And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up a throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 15. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now it's Jackson.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Jackson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a give, running left is Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down and 4.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Escaping a tackle at the 25, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
He's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Back to throw again. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Garrett Wilson
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That time he took a little bit of a shot off the run-pass option.
Well, you know what he's trying to do. He's trying to draw the defenders closer to the line of scrimmage with the fake inside. When he stepped back, he thought he might have had that, Instead, they played it awfully well. Incomplete pass downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
On the give, this is Harris. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Off to Wilson it goes on the end around. Nifty move. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Harris. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Throw right side, Wilson.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
ETN up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. straight ahead, ETN.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Back to throw.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
And they'll run with ETN. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. That is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Jones. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They run with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9 here. They'll run again with Harris. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And now off to the races down the right side. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Here's a give to Etienne. Gets around him. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Harris. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 31 yards there and a first down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Etienne will score. Touchdown, Steelers. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Steelers 34, Ravens 10. Kaimi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jackson now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And they will take a knee here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
On any running play